The cleanest way to get around using the surface point tool, so the srfpt command, which is also this guy down here, so surface from 3 or 4 corner points, or if you go to surface and corner points, those are all the same command. So the command I like to use to get around this is called planar surface. I'll show that in a second, but the problem with this is going to be you can make a surface that has 3 points or 4 points, but you can never make any more points than that with this command. So what you would end up doing is you would end up having to chain these together, and you would end up making something like this. And it's not really all that clean. So what we can do instead of that is if we have a curve, so if we have a polyline to start, and it has a profile that has more than 4 points around it, the basic concept we're going to be using here is we're going to be using a plane. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a plane on here, and then we're going to be using this curve to actually trim out the exterior of that plane, which then leaves us with this. Now obviously that's a two-step process instead of this being a one-step process. So how do we get around that? So there's a command called planar surface. So if we highlight this and we type planar srf, that will actually just make a totally flat surface in between those points. So this is a really good way of getting around this surface point tool for totally flat surfaces. If you need to make surfaces that have more than 4 points that are three-dimensional, there are more advanced tutorials on things like sweeping, lofting, revolving, curved networks, and things like that.